Hey, Jeanette.
Hey,
Hey!
hi.
Are you looking at your old image?
My gosh.
How are you tonight?
Okay, good. How was your day?
It was good. It was good. I was waiting for you to come. So I was trying. Okay, so I think earlier on you couldn't hear me because I was trying to be vain and playing with a filter while doing live. Because I had this giant pimple here, but I guess it didn't work.
Yeah, I think everyone was trying to hear you.
Yes, but just to give everyone who's tuning in a bit of the background of tonight's episode of Her World Review. So, Her World Review started in April when Circuit Breaker started. We wanted to be able to keep in touch with our readers and followers to tell you that, we are all here with you. You're not alone in this pandemic during this Circuit Breaker. But fortunately enough, we managed to continue Her World Review, and with the December anniversary issue, we have
Yeah.
Jeanette as one of our beautiful cover girls.
I love
So we are here tonight.
old.
I was telling Jeanette that I've been plotting to have her on our cover for a very long time. So I'm really glad it happened.
Yeah, I'm so glad. And it was such a good shoot. We had so much fun and it actually went so fast.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's great. I'm so glad to hear that. Okay. And tonight's question are really quite fun. So we have done the serious questions
Yeah.
and answers in the interview. So if you readers and fans of Jeanette want to check out the interview, go buy an issue of Power. So these are, she shared about her entrepreneurship, her struggles, her where she is now, where her business is going, her businesses rather are going. But tonight we're gonna have some fun. That's why the topic is when I was young. I'm gonna ask Jeanette fun questions about her primary school and secondary school life. Okay, Jeanette, are you ready?
It's like so long ago. I don't even know if I remember.
Okay, try. Okay. What was your favorite subject in primary school and secondary school?
Oh, both primary and secondary school.
Mm,
Um, I think primary school it was quite straightforward, like just four subjects, right? Like
yes.
in maths.
Oh, really? Yeah,
Really, just
math.
subjects, right? And then after that, they added social sciences and all that and the other things. And
Music class, PE.
that's like sports and PE and all that. I find that quite fun.
Yeah, of
Uh,
course.
for subjects in primary school, I really had a problem because they were quite easy and quite straightforward. Yeah, it's
Oh,
I think in secondary school, it was okay for me as well because I actually opted to do like the arts, more of the art
mm.
subject, like literature, history, and then these were the things that I was interested in. I love literature. And then I did,
You're a very arts girl, huh?
yeah,
Very creative. I mean,
so
I can see that now.
actually art for O level. So I had like to do this batik painting, to do the whole thing, and it was fun. I really enjoy it, like doing the art thing and doing stuff.
So, how about your most hated subject?
I think that's more in college. I didn't like economics at all.
Yeah, the sound of it, right?
I
I never did it, so I
that
can't comment. And your favorite memory from primary school and secondary school?
uh
Could
they
it be?
oh so
Rec-
long ago.
I know. Okay, I'll come back. I'll circle back to this. Maybe you try to recollect. Okay.
Okay.
Um, but what was your favorite food to eat during recess?
Hmm. I actually don't have favorites because even until now, like food, I'm not that picky, which also
Okay.
helps travel because I adapt quite fast. But I do remember primary school, we can actually go to the canteen and go to the store that we wanted to order the food and make and place an order with the auntie there.
Wow, like a
Oh,
restaurant.
for recess, once recess started, we go to the canteen. She will actually put the bowls out with our names on top.
Oh wow, like bespoke meals.
Yeah, away. So go like early in the morning to the auntie there and then say, okay, I want a bowl of noodles.
Oh
Yeah, and
wow.
by the time it's there for you, so you don't have
Oh,
to.
lucky.
Yeah,
Which school was that? I mean, I wish I knew earlier. Which one is that? Ah.
yeah,
Oh
I
wow. Okay.
yeah I do remember that.
So hopefully that's still the case now. So for parents out there, if you want your children to have customized meals during recess, maybe opt for Jeanette's primary school.
But I think like pack meals for their children in like like little bento sets for them. I don't know.
Yeah, so nice.
A lot of parents do that now.
So what else do you do during recess time?
Sorry.
Besides like what else do you do during recess time?
Mm, I think I remember being very long. Yeah, so it's really just like have a quick meal and then we would go back. Either that or we'll go to because we had this huge field behind and then the monkey bars there.
Yes.
So we would go there.
Were you good at monkey bars?
I'm quite okay because I actually did gymnastics when I was in primary school.
Oh yeah, that's right. You were also in ballet, that's right.
No, ballet started in secondary school. I was doing
Mhm.
gymnastics. So
Mhm.
yeah, doing all the training and like going for competitions and all that. Yeah. So uh we would be at the field or like having a proper
So
yeah.
someone mentioned 0 point. Do you remember that 0 point?
Yes.
I
But I
was really
think
bad at it.
like before school started, when you have like time and then if you're in afternoon session, maybe you go there a bit earlier and then people will be playing. Yeah.
Yes, yes, yes. That was fun. Um, so which ECAs were you in when you were in primary school and then secondary school?
I was in primary school, I was in gymnastics. I was with the
Okay.
team. And then I was also librarian.
Oh, I love that image of you at the library. So what do you do in the library as a librarian?
uh Basically you have like different roster, you have different duties like according to the roster. So maybe one day you'll be there um doing the borrow and return and
Yes.
like there on the list on a small little piece of paper. And then other days you'll be like putting the books back in order, like according to the number, and yeah, and put it back to where it belongs. So basically,
Uh,
I enjoyed it because I like reading,
mm,
and then I kind of like it also because it's like a very quiet place. Yeah.
yeah. So do you like, were you one of those students that try to like, how were you as a student in school? Were you like a good student? Were you always getting like the distinctions?
I think I would be quite a good student. I did my I always did my homework properly and I had pretty good, so my teachers were always like say, oh, it's like Jeanette has good writing, maybe you all should look at her.
So the other students like hate you for that.
I suppose so, like looking back. But I know the answer, I know the answer. No, I'm not.
Oh, you're one of those, huh?
No,
Those,
no, no.
oh, you're not.
You know,
Okay.
the time.
What how young were you, could you recall, when you had your first crush in school?
Actually, I would think it's quite late because primary and secondary school I was in an all girls.
Okay.
So I
True,
guess
true, true.
uh the first time I would really think maybe would be in college, but it's
JC?
more like it's like a group of girls thinking that okay, this guy is quite he's cute, yeah, that kind of thing. But I wouldn't think it's like a crush like I really like this guy, that kind of thing.
So this guy was he quite popular in school?
There were quite a few
Yeah.
like that people will be talking about like
Yes.
who is like really good looking and like and who are they together that kind of thing. Yeah, so I guess it's quite kind of natural, like for girls.
Yeah. Yeah, of course.
Talking.
And boys too. Boys, always like the same girls too. Yeah.
I I guess they are discussing it themselves as well.
Yeah, I'm sure. So, was there like what was your happiest memory in school?
Mm, actually, well, it's been such a long time. I really don't remember, but I do know that now, right now, looking back, I that school days were the most carefree in a way. Yeah,
Yeah, absolutely.
you just go to school, study, then go for exams. It's just that at that point in time, you have
Yeah.
to, and then like sometimes so many things coming at the same time. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
actually, when I was in secondary school, so we talked about the activities that I did in primary school. In secondary school, I was even more busy because I joined the symphony band, and then I joined the guitar club. I joined harmonica as well, and then I was in the interact club, and then I I was doing ballet outside, and because
Wow.
I was actually doing my ballet with girls half my age. Yeah. So I was
Okay.
doing, yeah. And it was like even during exam period, I will still be going for double classes every week. And then when the ballet exams came, I would be doubling my ballet classes as well. Yeah. So that was kind of crazy.
Oh wow. So you could actually take up so many ECAs in school. I mean, the school actually allows you.
Yeah, yeah. There's no limit on what you take as long as
Oh,
you can
okay.
manage that.
Yeah, because they're always very worried that you can't manage your studies, right?
Yeah. But I,
But
I, I
obviously,
don't it like, oh, you can only do this and that. Of course, if you don't join many uniform groups. Like, they have their activities on Saturday. Then you put all the activities together. So obviously, pick one that doesn't clash. If like my guitar and my harmonica club didn't have like clashing classes and all that, that's fine.
mm,
Yeah.
okay. Well, you've really been very creative, like artistic since young, huh?
Mm, I guess I enjoy it.
Yeah, I mean, it really, really shows. Um, do you remember your favorite teachers from school?
uh, I know that I really liked my literature. Yeah. So they were really fun. I was lucky because they were very animated and they had that kind of passion for the subject that really kind of like would influence you and to really let you like you love that subject as well.
Yeah.
And literature teachers were like the ones whom I felt really made an impact on like how I really took to the subject.
Wow. Do you still remember the teacher's name?
If I'm not wrong, in secondary school, the teacher was called Mrs. Susan Toh. Yeah. And
You
then
even remember her first name. Well done. And um, were you do you as like especially in secondary school, right? Were you one of those students that would spend a lot of time talking to friends on the phone?
um, I think once in a while, I
Okay.
think I remember like being on phone.
Okay. Well, you're really quite a good girl even in school, huh?
I don't like even in school. I would go to school and then go home. If I have like activities, then I'll stay for the activity. Then after that, I'll go home. Yeah.
Wow. Okay. That's really quite. I'm sure your parents like had no problems with you, right?
I think maybe I'm quite independent. So, yeah. So it's like,
Yeah.
mm.
Okay. And what would you how do you get to school when you're in primary school? Did your parents like send you on the school bus or
I remember taking the school bus actually. Yeah.
mm.
So I don't even know how long that lasted, but after that, my mom sent me. last period didn't last very long, but then after that, my mom was sending me to school and picking me up after
Which
my.
level was that?
Sorry,
Which level were you at when your mom sent you to school?
I think the higher levels, maybe like
Mm.
1 and 2, I was still taking the school bus. I think.
Okay. Wasn't there any like school bus adventures with like you know, any particular friend you used to sit next to on the school bus or like it was and which part of the school bus do you used to sit on? You know, it was always a naughty kids who sat at the back. For my school that was.
I don't remember, but I remember the bus driver auntie. She was a lady driver, and
Yeah.
then whenever I go up, and then she calls me her 开心果.
Oh, that's so cute.
But I think I didn't sit back, and I actually don't remember. It's like yeah, the driver auntie. Yeah.
Well, my memory was like the auntie who wasn't the driver, she was like the supervisor on the bus, right? Who always like scold the boys to like settle down, sit down. There's always a lot of commotion on the school bus from my memory. A lot of
Oh,
noise.
friends, right? Like
Yeah.
all people.
That's true, that's true, that's true.
So I
Wow.
just go up and then sit down and then wait to go to school.
So after secondary school, like after your days in secondary school, after your classes, would you like go to the neighborhood mall with your friends before you go home occasionally?
Not really.
Wow, you went straight home.
Yeah. So unless it's like after band practices,
Mm.
then bandmates and like maybe go for lunch before heading back home. But it's not often that, it's like after school we will go anywhere. I do remember though, like when because I was from Crystal, so before this new premise, we were actually on Queensway, and there was there was this Queensway shopping center that
Yeah,
small little,
it's still here. It's
and
still
there's
around. Yeah.
gardens. Yeah, so like sometimes after band practices or anything, or like if we need to buy shoes and all that, we'll go there. And then I remember the like McDonald's there or
Oh
something.
yeah, it's still there.
Oh,
Yes. And it still has a lot of sports shops, a lot of shoe shops.
yeah. Then after that, it shifted to where it is now, and
Mm.
yeah, actually, I don't really hang out like even after school or anything. It's like maybe just after band practices.
Well, you're really the ideal like child that any parent would wish for. And okay, you know, like girls, right? I mean, I don't know about you, but when I was in school, I love exchanging letters with my friends. Do you used to do that too? You have no recollection. Really, not even like a note like you pass in class.
Yeah, okay, maybe the occasional notes in class, but not like
Yeah.
letters. More like maybe cards for occasions and all that. I think last
Mm.
year more like handwritten cards, or like maybe even make your own card.
Yeah.
Now text away is like happy birthday.
I know, right? It's not the same anymore.
Same.
Yeah, it's not. And amongst your like classmates and even your schoolmates, do you used to exchange autograph books? Remember, especially before graduation, you'll write each other's. Yeah.
Yes.
So would you only just like distribute it, share it among your classmates, or would you ask your other schoolmates to write in it as well?
I think mostly classmates. Yeah.
Mm. And your ECA friends, your ECA mates as well?
No.
Oh wow. Okay. Okay.
Very big on autograph books though. Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna ask you some questions based on like the usual stuff we write in autograph books, okay? So what are your favorite colors? Or what is your favorite color?
At that time? At that
No,
time?
now.
Now?
Mm.
Wow. Favorite color?
Or a lucky color?
Can I list?
Sorry, what do you say? I couldn't catch that.
I like quite a few colors. Can I list them all?
Yes, of course.
So I like the basics like black and white, yes. I like red. I like gold. Yeah.
So like between quite strong bold colors, huh? Very outstanding colors. I think pretty much like what is in your background too. You're wearing black and your background is gold.
Oh yeah.
And how about your favorite music?
I think because I've been quite influenced in my dance, I like classical music. Then after that, when I went on to dance in even university, I was also introduced to a lot more like new age and other kind of music. But it's all mainly instrumental and like classical. Yeah. So yeah, I feel that music kind of affects my heartbeat.
Yeah, no, totally.
Yeah, and how I feel and how it can calm me down also plays a big part because like some music that's really noisy, it kind of very frustrated.
Yeah, no, I agree. Yeah.
Play like music, but just like throughout the day that's going on because there's a new building coming up, and just that construction, I feel like so annoyed, so frustrated. Yeah, so I feel music plays a big part in how it sets my mood. Yeah.
So do you still dance?
I don't anymore. No,
Not even as like exercise.
no, because I since how would I put it? Actually, going into the teacher's course, so I was actually helping my teacher to teach when I was like in uni, and then up so time, and then at that time I was offered my theatre honors, which was also full time. So I had to pick whether it's like which one I wanted. So I had to drop dance, and like you need to go for classes, and you need to be consistent. Your flexibility declines, your technique goes down, you're not as strong anymore. So it's like I can still do. I mean, some moves just come back, yes, because because of how I train so much. But like that you're not.
Yeah.
Yeah. it's
Well,
still
Windy, who is our creative director, was commenting in our comment box as well. And she was saying how Jeanette's poses were so spot on in our cover spread because of her dancer background. So I'm going to show you some of the images that we have of like Jeanette. Oh, look at this one, the opening shot. See her pose? Her curve and the way she stood and her body, the way it... Okay, how about your favorite movie or movies?
favorite movie. Hmm.
Your own,
Around
your own short films.
no, I'm not that yet. I'm not so.
For those who don't know, this multi hyphenate has produced and directed some short films as well. So, yeah, she's truly a woman of like different talents.
I think I I I just feel like I do the things that I enjoy. Yeah, but with short films, I think there's still for improvement and a lot of things that I can still try. So yeah, but with
Short films are actually very hard to produce compared to your normal feature films.
it is, you know,
Yeah.
and you need to deliver the impact like 10 to 15 minutes. So that story has got to be very strong. But I think that it's training. It's actually good. It's a good way to start because at least you know that these are the points that you need that are important for audience, and if you want to deliver a message, what's the best deliver it in a very concise.
Yeah.
This
True.
is good for like in future if I want to produce a feature film that a very good place for me to actually sharpen my skills.
Yeah, totally agree. So, any favorite movie that came to mind yet?
I think there was one that I really liked years ago was Love Actually.
Yes, of course.
And then I felt that all the stories came together very, very nicely. Yeah.
Yeah, the way all the stories interlink into one another, right? Yeah, that was quite beautiful. And any, before I move on to the last question of the night, how about any favorite book or books that you read recently?
Recently,
Or
I
even like a classic favorite that you have?
wow. Looking at my bookshelf now.
So are you still a hard copy book reader or do you read on like Kindle?
Hard copy.
Mm.
Yeah. But for a period of time, whenever I travel, I will be buying like 5 to 8 books at the airport, and then I'll be
Wow.
like around. So that's when I decided to get a Kindle so that it's easy.
Yeah.
And also and in between waiting time and all that, I can just easily take the Kindle out to read. So that's really for convenience when I have a lot of things to carry, and then I have the space to put in like 2 books or 3 books in my luggage and kind of thing. But I prefer a hard copy book. Yeah,
What kind of? Mm.
it feels different to have a book in your hand to just
Oh,
read.
absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah. And what kind of genre do you love going for?
Mm, kind of read almost anything actually. Yeah,
Wow.
non-fiction. I don't read the thriller kind of like and all that. Yeah, but why I say I read anything is because like sometimes when I prepare for a role, I have to read something that's not related to what I'm doing.
Okay. Why is that?
like psychology books and all that. That's maybe something that's related to the role that I'm doing. I need to do my homework and also to prepare myself for develop that role. I think maybe back to I remember when I was very young, my mom would actually both my sister and I to the library every week. And
Yes.
I would that because the library was ice cream.
Aw, that's amazing. That's a good treat.
It's like library was always associated to something very enjoyable after that. And my
So
mom
is
would,
that why you became a librarian?
and then my mom after the library would bring us to Haagen-Dazs and I could choose the ice cream.
Wow. I mean, I would be happy if I get like Wars, but you get Haagen-Dazs.
Yeah, so it's like reading always had very good associations for me. Yeah, so
That's
I think
wonderful.
I enjoy reading a lot.
Yeah, same here. Well, thank you so much, Jeanette, for being with us tonight and being on our cover, our 6th anniversary cover. Thank you so much again. And myself and the whole team can't wait to work with you very soon again.
Yes, I'm looking forward to that.
Wonderful. Thank you. Have a good evening and thanks for tuning in, everybody. Bye,
You.
Jeanette. Bye.